Hi students, and welcome to Summer 2 session of Art History Survey 2. I'm Melissa Terry and I will be your professor. Some of you have met me before, so welcome back if you've already taken Survey 1. This will just be a kind of day 1 intro lecture, just to give those of you who are new to the Blackboard platform or maybe new to Ultra, an easy way to figure out how to navigate the course. So I will show you where everything is, go over the syllabus just a little bit, and then leave you to kind of do the course on your own. That's the way that my online courses typically go, is that we won't be meeting synchronously. I know some of you have other professors who do that, but what I basically do, and I'll show you in a second, is I post everything once a week for you. So it's only a 4.5 week, about 5-week course. So this week, week 1, it starts on a Wednesday, of course, but it's only a half week, but I'm calling it week 1. So I'll post everything at the beginning of the week, and then you'll have all week to go over the assessments and the material and complete the assessments, turn them in by Sunday nights, and then I'll post everything for the next week as well. So basically it's a little bit self-led. If you know that you don't work well that way, I recommend dropping the course early on and taking it in the fall. There's a lot of online courses in the fall that are available. There's also in-person courses, and I, for one, love teaching in person. So if you are not into this kind of online, super quick summer class, feel free to drop, and there's a couple openings still left in the summer classes in person with me. So basically, we'll start here. This is all the kind of early information that you need. You can go through many of these links on your own. This is the intro lecture that I'm about to post now. Oh, just a note that I wanted to show you on this first page is, since this class is so short, right? I'm saying that it's 5 weeks, but it's really 4.5 because this week is only a half week. Every single week of material will have the equivalent of 3 weeks, because as you all know, a typical art history or any semester-long class is 15 weeks. So cramming it into 4.5 weeks means that we're actually going to be doing about 3 weeks of work, 3 weeks of material, 3 weeks of assessment in every single week. So if you know that's not going to work for you, I recommend, again, dropping the course, taking it in the fall, where you can have an easier course load. A little bit about me. Some of you have met me already. I'm from Minnesota. I'm actually in Minnesota now, visiting some family. But I do have, I've lived in the Valley since 2016. So I've been there for almost 7 years. I love it there. And I've been teaching in art history in the Valley for about that same amount of time. I started at UTRGV and then I moved to STC about 4 years ago. I have done work in undergraduate work in studio art. So I have an art degree in fibers. And then I went on to do my master's degree in art history, and then went on to do my PhD in Illinois. So I'm basically, I am an art historian, even though I have a lot of experience in studio art. So I love both of them. I keep busy with 2 little girls. I have a 4- and a 6-year-old. And I have a little dog named Chewy, and I also teach yoga. So that's a little bit about myself. I look forward to getting to know you guys as you post. The first assignment will be the intro form. Required readings for this course. I have a funny little meme here. There's actually no textbook for this course. We're trying to move all the Art History Survey 1 and 2 classes to open educational resource. That means all the readings should be free online resources for you. So this will be the first class that I'm offering in 1304, where everything will be online, and I'll show you where those will be in a second. Assessments and grade scale. Here's all the assessments for the course. There will be a research paper at the end of the semester, 2 exams, a mock trial, a presentation that'll be online, and then 8 different discussion forums, which will take place throughout the next 5 weeks, and an art card, which is going to be actually due already next week. This is very similar to what you see with a Survey 1 class. The research paper and exams are very similar, but with different material, and of course a presentation where you will be assigned to present 3 to 5 minutes online through the Flip platform for the rest of us near the end of the semester. And then there's also a course schedule for your convenience. Once again, here's my little note. Every week has a bunch of stuff in it because typically this would be 3 weeks in 1 week. So again, if you feel like it's too quick, please drop before August 5th. That's the last day to withdraw, where you can still get at least some of your money back. So week 1, we're going to do an intro, and then we'll do 15th century Renaissance art in Italy, 15th century art in Northern Europe, and 16th century art in Italy, Northern Europe, and the Iberian Peninsula. And then here's what's due: discussion 1, discussion 2, and then the art card selections are due. So you have all the information you need for each week, and then some important dates at the bottom. So that's where you can find everything really easily. There's also a syllabus here and a breakdown of assessments. Once again, you're going to find the exact same breakdown that I just went over, but then here you'll actually have what each of them entails. So it'll talk about what a discussion is, what the research paper will be, what the exams will go over, what the art card is, what the presentation is, and then what the mock trial will be, very briefly. But all of these will be covered in mini lectures throughout the course of the semester. So don't worry too much about that now, but it just shows you what you need to know. The syllabus has been posted as well. So you can check it out. Here's my contact info. I do recommend using Blackboard Messages or Pronto, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. You can go through all this on your own. Again, a lot of overlap. The grading criteria and assessments are listed again. The textbook information, right, there is none, again. Topic overviews, again, including what's going to be due each week. And then just some policies that you can look over on your own. These are all the same for every STC syllabus, but you can take a look over them if necessary. You don't have to worry about attendance requirements or policies for online classes. Academic integrity, as always, this is just please don't cheat. If you know you are a person who accidentally cheats, or who not accidentally, intentionally cheats, please read through this, understand the importance of it. Don't work together when you're not supposed to work together. Don't plagiarize. If you're citing something from online, this happens a lot with online courses. Students look to Google. Please stop doing that. Just everything that's in the course, everything that I want to hear from you in the tests, in the discussion forums, should be coming from the material within Blackboard. There's no need to go outside of it. And if you're going outside of it, that means you're not actually looking at the material. So it's really easy for me to spot when you're going outside of the material. So please be mindful of that. If you are caught plagiarizing, I usually give you a 0 on that assignment. And then you get the second time you actually fail the class. So please take that seriously. Late work, I don't accept late work unless you have an excuse. So just talk to me. I want to help you. I want you to do well in the course. So if you know you're going to be turning in late work because you have something came up in your life, just let me know early on, and I'm happy to offer an extension or take late work if you have an adequate excuse. A note about emails. Here's my email address. Most students prefer to use Blackboard Messages, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Make sure you put 1304 and your name in your section. A lot of students will just send me a message that says, hey, what's the assignment? And then I have to send you a message back and say, who are you and what class are you in and what are you talking about? Please let me know who you are, what class you're in, and what assignment you're talking about, right? Be mindful. You're not texting me, you're sending me an academic message. So please be mindful of that. Demeanor, be kind to others, right? Don't critique people, critique their ideas. So throughout the course, we might have differing opinions. That's good. That's the way that we learn from each other. So just be mindful of being kind to others and having an open mind in a class like this, where we might have differing opinions. Sensitive subjects, this is basically to tell you that there's going to be a bunch of nudity in this class. It's not meant to be offensive. It's just part of the art history curriculum. Basically, early art should be called naked people. So we see a lot of men and women who are nude. So that will come up throughout the course. Again, if you have a problem with that, you may want to drop the course. So that's all you're going to find there. And then you'll find week 1 has been posted. So if you click on it, so each week a weekly folder will be posted. Right now, week 1 has been posted. So you can go to the weekly overview. It shows you what's going to be covered and what is due, okay? And then you'll find folders with all the material, and then the final folder will have the assessments. So the first one is empty right now. I'm going to put this lecture in there as well. The second one, Renaissance, has content in it. So again, it will have learning objectives each week, readings, which as I said are online. So you can go ahead and find the readings already posted. Typically, I find them at either Khan Academy, the art assignment, or Smart History, as you see here. So again, there's a few of them. And it's going to supplement any kind of textbook that you would buy for a course like this. For the very first folder, I have 2 lectures. One is called The Light and the Dark Ages. It's about 20 minutes long. And the other is called the lecture on Renaissance art and humanism. Those are going to be what you're going to watch for this material. Remember, this is as though we're meeting for 1 week. So this is one folder, and there's going to be at least 3 each week. There's 2 panoramas that are really cool, just things for you to look at as you explore the material. And then a bunch of supplemental videos. So these will go into depth on artworks that we just don't have time to go into depth with. For instance, this one is about this specific painting, Primavera by Botticelli. So you'll want to go through all of that before returning to the course content material, right? And then in the 15th century one, you'll also have objectives, readings, lecture, and supplemental videos. So you're going to find that within each of these. And then when you're done with all of that, you'll have a weekly assessments tab, and it's going to have the 3 assessments that I have posted for the week. One is student introductions. You can get a start on this right away today. It's just you introducing yourself to the class. Please actually tell us about yourself. Don't just write something like, "Hi, I'm from Weslaco. I've never taken art before, so this will be interesting. Nice to meet you," right? Actually tell us about yourself so we can get to know you. The second discussion is on the material on the Renaissance humanism material. So you're going to watch the lecture, read everything about it, and then you're going to respond here. And of course, this is how you respond. And it looks like here you have to have a minimum response of 150 words. And then you have to reply to 3 other people. So once you're done posting, it'll show you everyone else who's posted. And there's 30 people in the class. So there's going to be a lot of postings. Read a few of them, respond to them meaningfully to at least 3 other people. And a meaningful response should be at least 100 words, okay? So that means actually thinking about what people say, elaborating on what they've said, asking them questions, making it seem like there's a real discussion happening, right? That's why this is a discussion forum. If you only post something like, "Oh, that was really cool," or something like that, you won't get full points, right? So you actually have to respond to 3 other people if you want the full 5 points. Make sure that you're writing academically as well. I don't want any typos. I don't want any texting kind of language. Try to work on your writing here with the discussions. And then the third thing that is due in week 1 is the art card selections. So the art card is in the assignments tab, and I haven't uploaded the information yet. I'm about to do that. So by the time you watch this, this will be full. This is not due until at the end of week 2, but I want you to select an artwork for your art card by week 1. So basically the art card is going to be kind of like an artist trading card. You guys, most of you are artists, which is why you're taking the art history class. So many of you will enjoy this because you actually get to create an artwork. So you get to choose an artwork from the history of art. It has to be within the parameters of this class, which is the 14th century through the present. I repeat, don't do anything before the 14th century. So that's things in the mid 1300s. That's the 14th century through the present, so through today. Anything before that will not be accepted. That would be a survey 1 class, okay? So I want you to go to either wikiart.com or smarthistory.org and find an artwork that you like. You're going to post it here by putting this important information: the artist title, the artist name, artwork's title, artist name if you know it, the date if you know it. Most of this stuff will be known because it's a survey 2 class. And then please copy a link from either Smart History or WikiArt so that you can reserve your artwork. You're going to make a trading card. You're going to recreate the artwork on one side of a card, and on the other side, you're going to write all the necessary information about it. And this is what you're going to be posting at the end of week 2. This form is just to make sure there are no duplicates. I don't want 10 people to do Van Gogh's Starry Night. And believe me, it will happen if we don't create this form. So please look outside of the box, look for artworks you don't know anything about, so that it will make the assignment kind of fun for you. I have an example here as a test. So I went to Smart History. I started searching through Islamic art and Ottoman art, and I found a really cool mosque that I like. And so I put the artwork here, I put the artist's name and the culture here, the date here, and then the link. And that reserves it for me, and that makes it so that no one else can take it. So that's also due in week 1. And that's all you have for week 1. Again, like I said, the art card will be uploaded by the time I post this lecture. You'll be able to start thinking about it. And then of course, it's not due till next week, but those 2 discussion forms are due this week. And then you have to choose your artwork by this week. The other thing I wanted to mention is there is Pronto here. So you can also download it on your phone. It will be linked to the class here. So I'll be checking that daily. Also, the discussions are up here as well if you want to find them that way. Due dates are in there. The grade book is here. You'll start to see things popping up here as I open each week. And then messages, this is also where you can send me messages. For some reason, it's not opening right now, but it should typically open, and then you can send me a message or anyone else in the class a message. So that's basically everything I needed to go over with you for the intro to the class. Let me know if you have questions, and I look forward to getting to know you. Thanks.